All right, good day to all of our viewers in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and in Southwest Missouri. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. Let's walk you through the remainder of the forecast for today into tonight. And highs are going to be topping off anywhere from the upper 80s into the lower 90s. We did change some of those temperatures for the forecast after this morning. It's looking a little bit cooler, and that's thanks to the cloud coverage that we've got that's going to be rolling in today, and that's going to be associated with some rain and thunderstorm chances as well. We'll get you to all those details here coming up. In the meantime, here's a look at what we've got for the temperatures, and it's going to be a little bit overcast for some areas throughout the day. Cloud coverage is going to help it feel a lot better than it has in many areas over the last several days. Rain and thunderstorm chances possible off and on pretty much all day long. Overnight tonight, that's when the temperatures really is going to start to crank up in some areas back into the upper 70s across Oklahoma. Now, take into consideration Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas, a little bit cooler tonight, but it is going to be warm in the River Valley as well with some upper 70s. So that's a look at what we've got there. The good news is today, no highlighted risk for some severe weather. So we've got some good news with that. As you can see, no highlights there. We can skip right past this. Rain chances, though, they are going to be there, and they're going to be area wide. It doesn't mean that your area is 100% going to see rain. Not all of us are going to see rainfall today, but it is a pretty good opportunity for a little bit more scattered showers and thunderstorms. We're not expecting severe weather, but when you have this much heat and humidity, there's going to be a little bit of instability for at least some lightning. So keep that in mind if you're working outside today. Greatest rain chances are going to be mostly along and north of I-40, but I can't rule out some shower, maybe some thunderstorm activity south of I-40 as well. It's just that the better ingredients for a little bit more coverage is going to be further to the north. And that verifies here with our rainfall forecast. So keep in mind, this is a forecast, but it is highlighting areas along and north of I-40 have the better opportunities for at least some measurable rainfall or more rainfall compared to others. But don't let your guard down south of I-40 as well. If you're working outside, you may want to take a look at the radar. It's never fun to get caught off guard by some rain activity if you're working outside, especially when it moves past. And if you get a little bit of sunshine, it gets really humid really quickly. So, in terms of those totals, some of us could see a couple tenths of an inch. Others could see close to about a half to an inch or so. So it is going to be, some rainfall that we do need, especially further to the west near Stillwater, where the drought is still kind of hanging on in those locations. And so like we said, not a whole lot of tremendous rainfall, but some rainfall could be expected. Overnight tonight, there could be some areas of some patchy fog in southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, and maybe parts of the River Valley as well. We're not expecting anything widespread, but I think northwest Arkansas, southwest Missouri have the potential for some patchy fog. That's the Foghorns Morning Fog Outlook, and thank you so much to Foghorns for sponsoring our channel. And be sure to support them and, support them like they support us. They got locations in Springdale and in Fayetteville. Coming up, we'll have a look at that future scan radar and the extended temperature outlooks in your 7-day forecast. You won't want to miss those details here after this break. If you like our media and forecast, be sure to support us today on Patreon. You can advertise with us this storm season and throughout the year. Contact us today for availability and pricing. Weather 225 since 2015. All right, now that we've gotten through the forecast for today and tonight into tomorrow morning with the numbers, let's go ahead and walk you through Future Scan Radar here real quick. And here's a look at what we've got. Future Scan hasn't really been doing that great of a job, but it is showing some numerous to scattered showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon into this evening. That continues overnight for parts of the area. And then as we make our way into Saturday by around midday, that's when things start to quiet down. But there will be a 20% chance for maybe some pop-up showers and thunderstorms off and on during the day tomorrow. And then after that, as we make our way into our extended forecast, we're trending above average with those temperatures. As you can see, some of those, bright reds making their way into our area, that's well above average. Further to the west, fortunately, for at least us, the more extreme, above average temperatures are going to be further to the west into New Mexico, West Texas, parts of Arizona. That's kind of typical because those areas, they do tend to get pretty hot out there. But we are going to see our own version of extreme heat as we make our way into next week. We're also trending into the drier levels, as you can see, still below average, highlighted for our area. And so we've got maybe a hot and dry pattern here coming up for the region. We are going to start to see some extreme heat warnings likely in the foreseeable future. I know we've got some watches and some warnings. So if you're watching on the stream, below on the little, we call this an L bar, where you see the radar beneath where I'm talking, that is showing you the watches, warnings, advisories, all of that. So if you see pink on the screen, that's an extreme heat warning. If you see orange, that's a heat advisory. We're going to see many of those going into next week. It wouldn't surprise me if we see prolonged advisories and warnings going forward. And the reasoning for that is it's going to be in the triple digits pretty much every single day for every single area, maybe starting on Sunday. And then it will for sure be Monday through at least Thursday as it's looking now. You can see the River Valley, it is going to be pretty warm out there. So we've got the highs 105 on Tuesday, Wednesday. I think the hottest days are going to be Monday through Wednesday as it's looking right now within the 7-day forecast. Keep in mind, we got days after that could still be pretty warm. We'll keep an eye on that with the latest updates. And then that continues into Oklahoma, where highs could be anywhere from 103 to 107. It's going to be pretty warm out there. And keep in mind, we are going to keep some humidity, so those heat index values are certainly going to be in the higher levels as well. And we've got even triple digits in southwest Missouri. So that's a look at the forecast that we've got here. Enjoy the weather that we have today, because by the time we get to tomorrow, parts of the area really going to start to warm up. And then it's just going to be, intense summer heat for the foreseeable future. We'll get you through this heat. We'll let you know the very latest here at Weather 225. Keep it here for the latest.